Hey everyone. So today we are doing a coffee talk about let's play test a game. So before we get into that, let's talk about what is a game. A game is lots of things, but what we care most about in this game is, and when we're talking about a fully fledged game, is the core mechanic. Creating a game is a lot like designing or making anything real. You want to prototype as small as you can to understand if this is where you want to go. And as small as you can is what you're trying to do here, where you're creating a core mechanic to allow somebody to understand and feel something out before you make a fully fledged game. So, core mechanics can come from anywhere. They refer to the main action in the play of the game. And it's a thing that players do over and over and over in a game. So there's a bunch of core mechanics that exist in this world. Uno is all about shedding cards, getting cards out of our hand as fast as we can. Battleship is search and destroy. Donkey Kong, move and jump, literally the only thing you do in that game. Myst is puzzle solving. Quake is a lots of combination of things, moving, aiming, firing, managing resources kind of deal. But the whole point of this is that creating a core mechanic is an act of experience design. So the core mechanic is the essential nugget of game activity and the mechanism by which players make meaningful choices and meaningful play experiences. And this is why I've got such a problem when we talk about gamification. So when we create a game, sometimes we will prioritize content or a story over a core mechanic. And those two things need to be in tandem with one another, because otherwise you might run into problems. The trap of gamification is misunderstanding that adding elements that are game-like will make things that feel addicting because it's a game experience. So, for example, if we create a game where we want people to learn something meaningful, think about Duolingo for a second. This is the thing that people talk about when they talk about gamification. Here's the thing. If we prioritize the educational content, which we should do for something like Duolingo, we think about the core mechanic later, that actually doesn't make it a game. And so this is why I can get a little iffy around the term gamification with people, because unless you're thinking about content in tandem with a core mechanic, it's actually not a game. It's trying to, the addictiveness that comes from it will never come from the game aspects, it will come from the content, which is okay, it's just not a game. In making a core mechanic, like I talked about, the objective is to find as small of a thing as you can do to play test something and see how people react to it and see if it's engaging. So I've talked enough. We're going to play our first game, and this one's called Google Fill in the Blank. In this game, you're going to get a series of phrases, and then there will be a ... Google, as you know, will give you the 4 top things that people have searched for in this. Your job is to guess one of those top 4 things. Just to let you know, I did this in incognito mode, so none of these are tailored to me, allegedly. So if you think this is a reflection of me, you're probably wrong. This is a reflection. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is probably way safer. So there's top 4 phrases. We'll just keep going. I cleared my cookies, so I did incognito mode and I cleared my cookies for this. Your first phrase is, can an animal have blank? And you've got sticky notes and pens in front of you. Feel free to write down your answer. Can an animal have blank? You can use as many post-its as you want. You've got 30 seconds to come up with an answer. Can an animal have blank? Just one. You get one answer. Okay, once you're locked in, say, I'm locked. Say with authority, thank you, Marin.
I'm locked.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Teak, the time has run out. Can an animal have Down syndrome? Anyone have that one? No. Can an animal have rabies without symptoms? Rabies, anybody? No. Can an animal have a human baby? No. And can an animal have an odd number of chromosomes? I'll say that there was, this search actually happened, and there was like 12 animals that have Down syndrome. They're super cute, so maybe that's an answer.
Oh, just look that
Okay, so anybody get that one right? Nobody? No, okay, we got an easier one. Do nuns blank? Do nuns blank? Anyone get this right? You can have the same answer. Yeah, it's totally fine. Wow.
Everybody has that. That's what I was going to write, and then I looked it up.
Wow. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Do nuns get married? What? Do nuns get paid? Do nuns still wear habits? Do nuns wear bras? Get married. There we go. Mary's got a point. Good job. We got points. Points. Okay, next one. Do redheads have? Oh yeah. So no sex. Do redheads have blank? Do redheads have blank?
Oh my god.
What did the internet say for this one?
Is safe search on?
Can't do this.
Safe search was not on, although I'll tell you, nothing is so objectionable that I would have put it into the game. It might be a little risque. It's like playtest after hours. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Do redheads have souls? Red hair of certain types, and more pain tolerance. Anybody with that? More pain tolerance?
What? No, I had souls.
Really?
Souls.
I got pubes.
More
Pubes. How much pain is blank? How much pain is blank?
Not objection.
Top 4 answers on the board. I do like that 4 people had do nuns have sex and yet.
How's that not?
Never
What?
would be an answer.
This is a survey says kind of thing. How much pain?
Locked. Locked. Everyone locked?
Locked and
Good
loaded.
locked. Here we go. How much pain is
Yes!
a kick in the
got
balls?
it.
A kick in the balls.
Giving birth.
Delete. I don't even know what that means. How much pain is normal, or how much pain is giving birth? Childbirth.
Giving birth, childbirth.
So that was a pretty easy one. Okay, I want a blank.
Oh boy.
What does the internet want? I want a blank.
Redhead nun.
I want a redhead nun that wears a bra.
When did you search for this?
November.
November?
Last year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guess.
November
Yeah,
21st.
exactly. An
I
election
have it.
do-over.
Yeah.
Yes.
I may
Wait,
have,
after? Oh yeah, after election.
I want a Canadian passport.
Totally.
Oh. That's
I want a Canadian passport is not one of the answers. I'll tell you. This one tells an interesting story. That's what I'm going to say for this one.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a series of searches. You'll see. Everyone locked?
Yeah.
I want a boyfriend.
Oh,
Then I
was
want a
just
baby.
trying-
baby.
Then I want
Yes.
a new drug. Then I want a divorce.
Divorce.
Wow.
In that order.
In that order. In that order. That tells a story.
I want to know if people guess.
When can my daughter blank?
When
When can my daughter blank? I'll tell you, I did when can my son blank, and there is rampant sexism on the internet. Because when can my son blank is like, when can my son pay taxes? And like, when
Yeah.
can my daughter is not like that. Unfortunately.
You have to take on the mind for
All right, locked.
3,
Six.
2, 1. When can my daughter start school, use a booster seat, start Girl Scouts, or shave her legs? Why am I so blank? Why am I so blank?
When can my son?
I cleared my cache, cleared the cookies. This is an objective internet search for why am I so, and people have typed in why am I so
Yes.
before this. Okay, locked in.
Locked.
Is it hungry or tired?
Is it hungry or tired? That's a good question. Do we have it? 3, 2, 1. It is tired.
Yes.
Ugly, gassy, or angry.
Ugly.
Gassy over angry. Final one. I
Again, they're
believe.
related.
I love that it's not just one. There are millions of people.
There are millions of people searching for this.
Searching
Why-
for that.
So gassy.
Why does my baby blink?
Oh,
Why does my baby?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Gas seems to be a common theme. Why does my baby have gas? Why does my baby fight sleep, sweat so much, or grunt?
Grunt.
Why does my baby grunt?
I wrote hate me.
Or hate me? Why does my baby? Babies, I guess, are
Are
sweaty.
they
I've
sweaty?
never seen
They
one.
sweaty.
Babies.
They grunt. They have gas.
The gas thing is real.
Puberty.
That's
They
baby.
developed
I
don't know, but
Lifting weights.
Or fight sleep.
what about have a knife?
And you should, some of these is like, why didn't you Google for that? So look at that. We just played tested a game. Congratulations, everybody.
Yay.
And in this, like, what we did is we took a core mechanic, and can anyone like guess what the core mechanic is?
Fill the blank.
It's the same as Family Feud. It's surveying,
Family Feud,
guessing.
totally.
It's basically guessing groupthink.
Yep.
And we gathered just enough content to express it. So I did those searches in November for like 15 minutes, and there were some that were interesting, some that weren't. And then I watched while you played, and I saw like what was working for you. I was listening to your questions, I was seeing where your smiles were at. I was seeing how many things that were written by some people that I'm not going to mention that were about sex, and that's fine. And so like, the thing is that I'm doing the thing that we all do as designers in this, is like what I'm doing is trying to see what a great experience is for you. But my experience is all like very emotive and on your face. So this is why I truly love making games, because it's service design. Honestly, like I'm trying to serve you smiles. This is now, so note this isn't a full game. You don't typically release this. Like I would never release this as a game the way it is today. But like to Marin's point, like you could totally game this stuff. But like honestly, like if this core mechanic really works and I can like easily generate a bunch of content, maybe I would go explore that. And maybe I'd add a different kind of core, a different mechanic onto it, see what layers and works well. And if needed, I do critique, set boundaries for what that would look like. So instead of just watching you do all of this, I would do the thing that we all do, which is kind of like asking you, like, what do you think about require a right answer? What if you would just vote on, like, what's the funniest answer? Like, maybe that's a more interesting mechanic. And I might set up a kind of language to do this. Like, so if the objective is to get a right answer, the choice that I made to, blank, does this, works or doesn't work because blank. And from playtesters, you can get this kind of like critique that's much more actionable, less directive. So yeah, we're gonna do a second one. It's just called movie sequels. This one, in this game, you will have 1 minute to write down the subtitle to real sequels that exist in this world. Your objective is to either get the real subtitle, the real sequel subtitle of the movie, or the funniest fake subtitle. So for example, if we start with Sister Act 2, blank, does anyone, I know Trevor knows the right answer because he's told me this before, does anyone know the right answer to this?
Is it Nuns Gone Wild?
It is not Nuns Gone Wild. Does,
Bad Habit, Nun's Habit.
Back in the
Back in the Habit.
There you go.
Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit would be a correct answer, but it would get you a point. However, if you don't know the right answer, maybe you do a funny answer, so you'd say like, no nun sense.
I was going to say redheads with no bras.
Redheads, or redheads with no bras.
That
We
always
have-
kills.
So of course, like, all of these are kind of quippy. They're trying to show you how the franchise is moving or whatever. So if you know something about the franchise, you might be a little bit better at this game. Get your Post-its ready. We're going to number 1.
Post-its?
Your first subtitle that you're going for is Sharknado 5, blank. What did they say for Sharknado 5? You've got 1 minute.
Hold on, there's a Sharknado 5.
There is a Sharknado 5.
Is it Sharknado 4?
Why?
Big Mama's House 3?
Yeah, the correct answer might be like, why?
Yeah.
Okay, if you had written down Sharknado 5 Global Swarming,
Yeah.
you of course are correct. Did anyone have that? No, I didn't think so. Who thinks they have a pretty funny answer? Finn? Oh, that's pretty good.
That's
Who
clever.
else?
It's
I
good.
have the Great White Fart.
The Great White Fart.
I have a big white bite.
The Big White Bite. Anyone else?
We've already jumped.
We've already jumped. Ooh. Just because I love a fart joke, Trevor, you win. Come on up. You're gonna do number 2.
All right.
Here we go. You have to play to Trevor on this one. Trevor, for this one, we are gonna do Leprechaun 2, blank.
Okay.
Leprechaun
what's
2.
he
This
doing?
is you all have to write.
Yeah.
Trevor is going to judge your
Oh.
entries.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Great.
Sorry.
Let's hear.
Okay, time is up. If you don't have your entries in now, does anyone know what the right answer is?
Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish is not the right answer. The correct answer is Back to the Hood.
What?
I don't know why, but I mean, I kind of know why. The movie is
Yeah.
kind of a mess.
If I had Back to the Hood, does that
Back
count?
to the Very
That's a
clever,
car,
sorry, it's
dude. That's not the
incorrect.
neighborhood.
What do you think?
Lucky Harms.
Lucky Harms.
Oh,
Yes, there you go.
Unlucky charm.
Unlucky Charms. Anybody else got a funny answer?
No.
What do you think? Who is it? What do you got, Fran?
Oh, mine was too short.
Too short. To be forgotten.
Marin.
Pot of gold. Kitchen. Marin gets it. Come on up, Marin. Well done. With Too Short. Leprechaun 2, Too Short. That's fun. Okay, number 3, Airbud 2.
Oh my god.
What's
They-
Airbud?
Oh my gosh, I've seen all of
About a
these.
dog who
Do you
can
remember
dance.
what Airbud 2
I
is?
don't remember what sport.
Do you remember Airbud?
Basket-
It's basketball, right? The golden retriever.
Oh, that's no. Was that frisbee?
What?
Well, Airbud was the golden retriever.
Airbud
Yeah.
was basketball.
The
but-
golden retriever that
That was
played
2,
basketball.
not basketball.
I don't know.
He takes
What is Airbud 2? Do you want to talk about the plot to Airbud 2?
Yeah, I
Moves
do.
on to soccer.
Not yet.
He does that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You know a lot about Air Bud.
I love it.
This is
I grew up
exciting.
in the 90s.
You grew up in the 90s.
Yeah, I know.
Aaron,
We
have
watched
you
all
watched
these.
Air Bud?
I watched Air Bud 1.
You watched Air Bud 1?
Yeah.
How was it?
You know, I think it was just one of those summer movies that I was forced to watch. And it just wasn't really into it.
No.
No, not really.
It's a good double, something like that.
Does anyone think they know the real answer? Football title is correct.
Yeah.
If it's a-
Football. He plays football.
If it's a, I mean, it's not. That's not the correct. It's not Air
But he
Bud
plays
2
football.
football title.
He plays football.
Did I accidentally guess it?
What is it?
Golden receiver.
Golden Receiver.
Well, April, you win.
Air Bud 2 Golden Receiver.
I guessed it.
That was huge.
That's
Does
nice.
anyone else have anything?
I had back to hit.
Back to
That's my first time. And then my second one was, what's up, bitches?
What's up, bitches?
I have Air Bud 2 Youth in Asia.
Youth in Asia. Air Bud 2 Youth in Asia.
Sad.
You like that?
Hey, April, you got the right answer. Come on. We go to number 4.
That was good, Golden Receiver.
Speed 2.
I should be
The one
wrong.
without Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. Speed 2, : blank. But yes, you're right. The football movie, and of course, it's Golden Receiver. It's so good.
Two.
Oh, shit.
It seemed obvious.
I thought what's up, bitches was good.
Yeah.
What was your response?
And we're good. Anybody know what the right answer is? Speed 2? No one knows the right answer? The right answer is cruise control, of course. Anybody who thinks they got a fun answer? Let's just go around. Mike? Traffic school. That's more like a police academy traffic kind of power walking.
Still on the damn bus.
Still on the damn bus.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Read faster than ever.
Faster than ever, Teak?
No Keanu.
No Keanu.
We're on a boat.
We're on a boat. What's your funniest answer?
Dave.
Dave. And Dave, number 5. This is the last one for you. It's good old Die Hard 5.
All right. I heard 5.
Die Hard 5.
This one was about like technology. I should have known that.
Oh, really?
Trey knew it. Trey was just like anything with Bruce Willis is infallible, like just flawless. And I'm like, really? Done.
are we good?
Does anyone know the correct answer? A good day to die hard is Die Hard 5. Let's go around Marin. Marin, live soft, die hard.
Not quite dead yet.
Not quite dead yet. Mike, anything? No. Die Harder. I think that was 2. Die Harder was 2. Live Another Day. Ooh, it's close.
Milk that tea.
Milk That Teat. Reginald, by the way, Reginald Bell Johnson. That's his name.
Finally dead.
Finally
I
Dead.
also had Finally Dead.
Finally Dead.
There
Who
we
gets
go.
it?
I think it's a tie. Finally.
Finally Dead.
Yeah.
Hey. Well done, and you're done with that.
That's it, all right.
So in conclusion, everybody, core mechanics can come from anywhere. I created a core mechanic for a game that I will play test with you one day that's based on this thing in corporate America where if you're hired into a high position and you do really poorly that you get lots of money. So this idea of like golden parachutes, core mechanics can come from anywhere, so you should like look at those things and be like, is that going to be a fun game? Cards Against Humanity is a remix of Apples to Apples, and Movie Sequels is the one we just did is a remix of Cards Against Humanity, obviously. It's just because you use the same core mechanic as somebody else doesn't mean you stole their game, because all games steal from other games. Uno was Crazy Eights. Crazy Eights was something before that. You can't actually patent core mechanics because core mechanics are usually, unless it is so novel, there's no patents for it, there's no defensibility of it. So feel free to leverage or steal however you would like.
Games are patented with the execution, not the mechanics.
Games are never, I don't think games are patented. Games are trademarked or copyrighted for artwork and certain like ways that rules are written, but not, you can't patent a mechanic. So creating, gamification ignores the beauty of the core mechanic. Just don't stick in game elements thinking that you're going to get the attraction and addictiveness of a good game in your design. Great games have core mechanics along with great content. And finally, creating games and playtesting them has made me, personally, a way better experience designer and make you too. So With love and thanks. Appreciate it. Lovely.